When cancer hits a child, it usually does so right out of the blue to a healthy child. There's nothing that the family really has done. Kentucky actually is a little bit higher than the nation in certain kinds of childhood cancer. We don't understand that, and so one of the research projects of the Kentucky Pediatric Cancer Trust Fund is actually to try and investigate that.
We don't know for sure. In fact, that is an area of active research, but I think both genetics and environmental factors would contribute to that. That is a question that we would like to have an answer in order to help the children in Kentucky.
Cancer is really a lot more complicated than I thought going into it. And there's a lot of space in the pediatric cancer field to try to figure out new drugs and better drugs that are less toxic and have lower side effects to help the kids. It's been kind of like eye-opening, seeing how kind of complicated and hard to treat some of these leukemias are. It's really not fair for kids to have cancer.
One of the greatest things about being a cancer researcher, and probably any kind of researcher, is all that other stuff doesn't matter, right? We're looking for truth, we're looking for discovery, we're looking to make a difference in the lives of our patients in the Commonwealth and beyond. And the way to do that is not by establishing these little silos, you're red and I'm blue, right? It is to collaborate and to join together and to do what we can.
Having a group of researchers coming together bring you new insights, because each group may have their own insights, and then sometimes you don't recognize how important is alternative approaches. And then having two teams working together on similar problems will give you this new insights, and then will trigger higher productivity.
We've recently set up a project to work with UofL on trying to find new ways to detect relapse in pediatric leukemia. We reached out to UofL, to some clinicians at UofL, and also their sequencing cores and things. And they were just super like, let's work together, let's figure this out. We'll give you anything you need. And so it's been really nice to be able to have like an extra team at UofL.
There's now a formal mechanism to get us in the same room, because we're all busy, right? I mean, who has time even for a meeting an hour and a half away, right? So getting us together once every month or two, we are now finding ways to collaborate through these research projects and beyond.
We're very excited about the use of immune therapy to treat childhood cancer, and that's what we are focusing on here in University of Louisville, because in the last few years, the studies have shown that approach really helped the patient, and we hope that we can improve on it and then find broader use of that approach to fight childhood cancer.
With zebrafish, we're able to kind of understand how heterogeneous tumors are, and how, like in one cancer, there's a lot of different cancer cells that do different things, and so you might think you've killed the cancer cells, but in our fish we can actually image how we kill the cancer cells, and we can see, you know, here's a cell that we didn't kill, and if we let that fish go a while, the tumor leukemia will come back. And our leukemias, we engineer them to be fluorescent so that we can shine a light on them and they glow, and that's how we can kind of figure out, did we treat that leukemia pretty well, because we don't see the color anymore.
Our kids in this Commonwealth are special, and both institutions are getting better at the clinical care of these patients through philanthropy, through community involvement, through the support of university and government officials, etc. But also in the research area, we're actually hoping to make great strides. I can't predict we'll cure cancer in 5, 10, 20 years, but this is a great start to form the foundation. Having people study it right here locally, I think represents the best chance of helping these patients and their families.